Morning. How are you today?
Very good, Andy. Welcome on behalf of Heartfulness Institute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I see many are still joining because we had a late night in Atlanta last night. So
The fundraiser.
they're still joining. And it was wonderful to meet Heartfulness team from Atlanta, Ravi
Yes.
Venkatesh Nashima. So wonderful. They even came to our event in Atlanta. So it was so nice to see them. Yeah.
Yes, this is the season of Thanksgiving season in US. Giving Tuesday, as we all call. So all of our organizations that are nonprofit, we try, everybody in the US try to contribute towards all nonprofit organizations during this season of giving. And that is why ATA has gathered in Atlanta for their fundraiser. In this respect, I actually wanted to convey to all our Telugu members, our ATA members, our board members that are logged in here about the services that Heartfulness Institute offers to humanity that are very unique. And this would be a very good organization.
Good morning, Sister
all of us.
I'm working with Dr. Ravi Nathan to help him to log in.
Okay, thank you. So this
I heard
would be...
your...
Thanks, Chandrasekhar garu. So we would be playing a video to show all our viewers, our ATA members, all our Heartfulness members, the services that Heartfulness Institute provides. So all of us can be proud of where we are contributing. A lot of times in Telugu, there is a saying, Paropakarardam midham sariram. That is, after we fulfill our duties, our duty is to serve. And the Telugu community is the most affluent community in the North America. And all of us during this Thanksgiving season, Giving Tuesday season, we are looking for organizations to contribute. So we feel our money has been utilized properly. And Heartfulness has many initiatives that are very unique and touching. Kaushik, if you can please play the video for us now so our viewers can see the Heartfulness contributions to humanity.
Transformation of the planet and its people is underway.
It has spread to 160 countries and touched over 4 million people, 25,000 schools and 2,500 colleges.
This movement has led to over 2 million trees being planted,
1.7 million young people being engaged in value-based projects,
and over 100,000 children undergoing cognitive development training.
Over 55,000 grassroots workers have been trained to spread health and education awareness across India.
Heartfulness is the name of this movement.
And it has been driven by the dedication of volunteers,
support of government institutions,
and the generosity of corporate partners.
Transformation is natural, but it can be aided by a catalyst. Heartfulness endeavors to be the transformational catalyst that the world needs. Through initiatives in the fields of environment, education, wellness, and sports, Heartfulness constantly strives to effect positive change.
Kanha Shanti Vanam, the International Center of Heartfulness near Hyderabad in India, is a prime example of the possibilities when there is a will to bring about change for good. Volunteers from around the world have transformed 1,200 acres of barren land into a lush, green ecosystem brimming with biodiversity. In this campus, you will find large-scale tree plantations, gardens, dense mini rainforests, sewage treatment plants, waste management processes, solar power generation, and rainwater being harvested to create large water bodies. The Forests by Heartfulness Initiative, or FBH, endeavors to replicate the success realized at Kanha Shanti Vanam across the country. FBH has so far undertaken several forestation, lake restoration, and agroforestry projects in association with government organizations as well as corporations. Experts customize plantation and water conservation solutions at each FBH site. Special emphasis is being given to conserving endangered tree species. As Kamleshti Patel, the president of Heartfulness, often emphasizes, we must all come together to leave the world a better place than we found it.
For over 3 decades, Heartfulness has been running courses especially built around value education and conscious living in schools across the country. The curriculums are closely aligned with the 9 principles of the UNESCO Chair, Global Health and Education. The Heartful Campus Initiative works with colleges to develop life skills and a strong sense of universal human values in the youth. Heartfulness collaborates with AIMS, AICTE, ICAR, and other leading institutions across the country to introduce relaxation, stress management techniques, and life skills to youth who are about to join the workforce.
A tele-counseling helpline called Voice That Cares offers free support to anyone suffering from mental health problems like anxiety, depression, sleep issues, and addictions. Heartfulness provides special training in best practices to grassroots health, social, and education workers who can then implement these in their respective blocks and villages. The well-equipped Medical Center at Kanha Shanti Vanam caters to the medical needs of over 70 surrounding villages. Heartfulness also offers preventive and curative treatments based on various knowledge systems, including yoga and Ayurveda. About 15,000 Heartfulness volunteer trainers spread across the world offer meditation training free of cost.
Sports encourage health, self-confidence, and leadership skills. The state-of-the-art Heartfulness International Sports Center at Kanha Shanti Vanam seeks to provide quality training to young people interested in sports. Heartfulness is now embarking upon a project to reforest 2,000 acres of degraded forest land in Shivgarh, Madhya Pradesh.
Also underway is the reforestation of the Aravali Mountains running 750 kilometers across 3 states.
A 105-acre city forest is being developed to serve as an oxygen bank for the city of Ratlam.
In education, Heartfulness is collaborating with the government of Madhya Pradesh to implement the value-based curriculum in over 500 government schools.
In the sports sector, Heartfulness is supporting the Pan-India Talent Hunt, a part of the Khelo India initiative.
Heartfulness has a dedicated team of volunteers. However, all this also needs resources.
Together, we can help strengthen this movement.
Together, we can touch lives and transform the planet.
Together, we can be the catalyst for positive change.
Welcome to all our Telugu members from America, members of API, ATA, TANA, and all our Heartfulness members. We are very fortunate that Revered Daaji will be joining us today. and we just saw a very profound video of the services that Heartfulness provides. And I don't think it has covered everything. There is many more services that Heartfulness provides. So we do urge our members from our RP, Thana, ATA, and all our Heartfulness members at this season of giving to look into your hearts and contribute towards this very good purpose that serves humanity. I once had a personal experience when Revered Daaji would never ask for donations. In Heartfulness, we're always giving, we never ask for donations. And once when I gave a donation check, he did not cash it because at that time, my child was in college. So he proposed, and I really felt I was laughing at the way his donation drive is. He proposed $1 a day, donate just $1 a day. And that is how simple and humble and honest way of heartfulness. Even if we just contribute $1 a day from the heart, that will go towards a very high purpose of helping humanity, helping the work of the great master and his vision. In Heartfulness, if there is one thing, all of us are trained to meditate on the heart. Make the heart our inner compass. The heart has to become our guide and guru. So at this time of giving in America, both Madhubamini Garu and I are conveying this message, heartfelt message, to all our ATA members and all our members across the US to take initiative to contribute to this noble purpose. So, Bamine Madhugaru, if you want to, and also we like to invite all our panel members that are here, Dr. Ravi Nathan, Dr. Sudarshan Grover, Ms. Jody Brooks, and our young youth leader, Nishita Lingala, and Chirag Kulkarni, and Dr. Clifford Ing. Welcome to all of you. We hope to introduce all of you to Revered Daaji. And depending on the time, we hope at least a few of you will get to submit your questions to Revered Daaji. Madhugaru, if you would like to invite our board members and take over for a minute until Revered Daaji comes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We have our past president, Karunas Reddy, here, and then our conference co-director, Sriram, is here, and then also we have our members, committee members, Sarala Paidimari, she's there. I've seen others. Rekha is also there. Thank you all for joining. And some of them we have just the iPhone. Please change your names so that way we can see who you are. Yeah, and then I see people are still joining. Thank you all for joining today for this session with Daaji. This is our fourth one in the last 4 months that we had with ATA members and the wide Heartfulness community. We've been introduced to many of our members across the country. So
your audio is not clear, Andy. Can you be a little closer to the mic?
Oh, me? Okay, a little bit louder.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Brother
So,
Madhu
anyway,
Reddy
welcome,
Garu,
and thank you all for joining.
yeah, Madhu Garu, thank you, and welcome to all our ATA board members. And we already see some comments on the chat to post the donation link, and we already posted. Madhu Reddy Garu, if you would like to unmute and welcome our ATA members and as well as our Thana members and OPI physicians that have joined us on the panel today.
Mr. Andy, I'm very happy to be here. Welcome you all. I think Daaji was leaving his home. You should be there anytime to join this call. And we are really heartfelt thanks and appreciation for taking the heartfulness to all the community members. And we want to be part of our everyday life. And with the partnership together, supporting each other, we can take these services to the larger and greater community at large. And there are so many programs that Daaji embarked on here, primarily to help humanity at large. And so many initiatives. It's not just only the meditation, so many things, the forest by heartfulness and the farming community helping schools, so many initiatives are there. So for that, I think we all could do wholeheartedly support to the best of our abilities and then bring the services of greater services of masters and heartfulness and the entire volunteers to the larger humanity. So that's our wish and hope, and we wanted to partner very much with all the community members to take it to the larger audience. Thanks, Andy. Thank you.
Moderate Garu. So once again, our team has posted the donation link on the chat box if anybody would like to contribute. And today we have Dr. Ravi Nathan, who is joining
Daaji
us.
joined.
Oh, okay.
Daaji joined.
Namaste, Master.
Namaste, man. Namaste. Good morning
Thank
to
you.
all of you.
Thank you, Master. Thank you for joining us. We are grateful. Today, we have few panel members. If you permit, I can introduce them, Master, and depending on your time, few of them can submit their questions to you.
Sure. I have entire evening for you guys.
Thank you, Master. We are grateful. So first, I would like to introduce Dr. Ravi Nathan. He is from our API group and attends API satsangs regularly. He's connected with our brother Chandrasekhar Koneru. He served as the editor of chief in API and has served in API community for many years. One thing that touched my heart when I was reading his bio was he's an author of Stories from My Heart as a cardiologist's reflection. And he's also a strong fundraiser committee of Ayyappa Temple of Tampa. And we are hoping his ability to help Heartfulness also. Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
The next member is Dr. Sudarshan Grover, and his wife Manjula has joined us from Detroit Henry Ford Hospital.
Namaskar.
And next, Dr. Clifford Ng has joined us from Florida.
Namaste, Dr. Cliff.
And then Miss Jody Brooks has joined us.
Hello. Namaste. Namaste.
And our ATA youth leader, Nishita Lingala, she has approached me and she wanted to be on the panel today. I guess they're tired of hearing the oldies and they wanted to meet with you. So Nishita, you can unmute and say your pronouns to revered Daaji.
Namaste, Master. I'm really, really happy to be here today.
Thank you for joining. I'm happy.
Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, Master.
Youth is also taking interest in wellness programs and mental health. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, thank you.
Keep the tradition alive and let it grow.
For sure, Master, for sure.
Thank you.
She's actually the youth in charge of US ATA group, and she's hoping that they can have a meeting with you the next time she can bring some more of her peers and ask questions.
May I suggest one thing? We can have youth online meeting only for you.
Okay.
So you can plan it out and then either over Zoom like this, or you can come to Kanha.
We would love to, Master. Yeah, we'll definitely, I think definitely we'll start with something. We want to make this a regular practice and just spread awareness. amongst people in this generation. So
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely.
If you're ready, I would like to request Dr. Clifford Ng from Florida, if you can unmute and submit your question, sir, and rest of us can mute ourselves so we do not disturb the flow. Thank you. Thank you, Master.
Okay, hold on a second. Good morning, and thank you very much. It's an honor to be asked to participate. Daaji, can you tell us how the experience of merging with a higher consciousness evolves from the initial stages, point 1, to the deeper levels, point 13, in heartfulness meditation, and how this journey enhances our daily experience of God's omnipresence?
Cliff, generally we expect the consciousness, as it changes, you would like to feel that it is different. It's like a fish. Fish in the water doesn't know existence of water at all until it comes out of it. Meditative mind, as long as it remains in meditative state, it can feel the vibrations, the moods, the emotions of that level of consciousness. Once you go either higher or lower, you will feel a temporary difference, but then you get used to either of it in no time. As we move higher and higher, it becomes very natural to all of us. You don't see the difference. You will only be able to compare, if at all, that now my consciousness is lighter and I'm feeling a lot better and a lot at peace. The continuous sign will be one that of tranquility, stillness, humility, simplicity, and dropping off all the unnecessary baggage that we crave. Craving of any sort will drop off, for sure. And the consciousness will remain pure, without any demands or any lack. You don't feel that you lack anything, even at a material level, when consciousness is so refined. These are all incremental states, ever improving consciousness, continuously evolving all the time. Once you are on the path of evolution, there is no going back. Either you move further through your practice or you go down. There is no way to remain steady at one level. I hope I was able to answer you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cliff.
Dr. Ravinathan, if you can unmute yourself and submit your question to Revered Daaji.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Daaji, for your presence here. And it's a great honor to talk to you. My problem is conquering the mind, and you have already guided us in this regard that, controlling the mind. But even after meditating for a while and so on, I'm still a novice. I still have difficulty in conquering the mind. The mind starts wandering. So what would be your advice to me how to do this? And, and as an extension of that, if you can control the mind and restore peace, can it reduce the aggressive behavior and violence that we see? It's all pervasive in the society now, and that leads to criminals. So I would appreciate your help in this regard and guidance.
Often, people who pursue meditation and such yogic practices, they like to see that their mind stops thinking. But then this expectation will go against nature. Like you are a physician and you are fully aware of this fact that heart is to pump, lungs are to, do its job of exchange of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and many other things which we are not even aware of. Eyes are to see. Only when we find difficulty in breathing or palpitation of heart or some trouble with seeing, when these natural functions, then we say, oh, something is wrong with me. Let them do their own natural functions. Mind is to think. Let's not interfere with its thinking. But as you say, I had to train my mind so that it can think upon what I want it to think upon. What happens generally, people meditate for a few minutes in a day and they try to regulate their mind during that few minutes. But rest of the time, they let it loose. It's like a badly trained child. Child is making noise all the time and going haywire, and you ask the child, why don't you sit quietly for a few minutes? He might close his eyes and sit for 2 minutes and say, enough, and jumps like a spring is, let loose, and the child is jumping again, and so is our mind. You expect the mind to be regulated, but other hours you don't care. You allow your mind, you permit your mind to go like a mad horses in all directions. So how can you have stillness of mind? Now, stillness of mind is easily possible through this Sahaj Marg meditation. It's very easy. Take as many sittings as possible, especially face to face with the preceptor. When thoughts are overwhelming and when you think that your mind is not in your own check, that's the time you go to a preceptor, take a sitting in person, and see what happens. Also, I highly recommend try and attend group meditations wherever possible. Generally, we have Sunday morning meditations everywhere, wherever there are group satsangs happening. We have those. So all this adds up. On top of that, if we read something before we meditate, you can pick up any holy literature, either from Sahaj Marg or you can read Gita and just read one chapter or just few passages and then meditate. It's like reading before meditation creates kind of mood to get you into that state of mind so that you can meditate better. But I would say regulation of mind is not just during that half an hour. It has to be our lifestyle.
My extension of that question, Pat, what we see around us is a lot of aggressive behavior and kind of violence among the younger people, which cause a lot of problems. If you can train them in heartfulness meditation, then would the crime rate come down in the society? Because it's a major problem all over the world.
You're asking a big thing. You have a family, right? You have children.
Yes.
You have grandchildren.
Yes.
Ask them to meditate.
Yes, I have grandchildren.
Would they listen to you? Would they meditate?
No, they don't. It's very difficult to get them to sit down.
You're asking some strangers to meditate with the violent tendencies. You're asking impossible thing to happen. But yes, if they decide to meditate, I guarantee a change, a transformation in them in a very positive way. Because person has to want to change. Person has to want to practice. If they don't want to, you cannot penetrate their heart. And heartfulness is all about willing and receptive individuals who like to transform themselves. If you're happy with your state, even if it is a violent state, they love to be in that state of violence. Otherwise, they'll feel left out.
That is true. May I just ask you one more question, if I may?
I'm all yours. Please go ahead.
Yeah, the heartfulness and mindfulness meditation training certainly has been, we have all seen, it is very good. And some of the studies have shown that the meditation is good for the prison inmates, because we have a lot of prisoners who continue to do criminal activities even when they come out. And in one study, they had shown that teaching the prison inmates meditation seem to do or work well when they come out of the prison, and that reduces the activity. So in India, do you think, or everywhere, do you think we should institute the heartfulness meditation as a necessary thing so that we can control the mind of the prisoners, the way they think, and reduce the recidivism and so on? Is that possible?
If they want to change, it can happen. But you cannot force anyone to change. Let me give you a small example. You're familiar with Mahabharata?
Yes, of course.
Why did Lord Krishna bring about war? Because
yes, Krishna couldn't stop the war.
Even his cousins could not listen to him and agree with him. Now you're talking to prisoners. These are all superficial experiments. It does help temporarily. It's like a whitewash. Good behavior, to get out of the jail, they behave very well. Now I'm doing meditation. And with that good behavior, your 10 years of prison, it will be reduced to maybe 2 years. So why not meditate and showcase your good behavior?
That's
I tell you one thing. Okay, let's look at it from strictly psychiatric point of view. When you are having anxiety, when you are depressed, and you are asked to meditate, what would you meditate upon? The things that make you anxious, your thoughts will go towards that. You are gravitating towards only one thought, the problem.
Yes, that's right.
And more you meditate on the problem, it only deepens. It doesn't get resolved. So a person with anxiety, depressions, violent tendencies, they become even stronger. You remember many shows are there, murder mysteries, and so many, and you must have seen the end result where the criminal is in the court and the judge asks, was it a premeditated murder or accidental murder? And most refined and most well-executed murders are all premeditated. So the murderer can meditate how to execute a perfect murder. So you don't want to teach a prisoner how to meditate well. But if they do want,
I see your point.
If they do want that, I want to change, I want to become a better person, when that craving is there, then we are there to serve them. You have a lot of people, normal people to serve.
Mm-hmm.
Invest your energy, invest in business that can give you a lot of profit.
I see your point very well. Yes, thank you so much for guiding us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'll stop now and then please let me continue. Please continue.
Master, if you permit, can I request one more panelist to ask you a question?
I said the whole evening is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, Master.
Dr. Sudarshan Grover and his wife Manjula has joined. Dr. Sudarshan, if you can unmute yourself and submit your question. Chandrasekhar Garu, is he able to unmute? Okay, we'll go to the next person. Miss Judy, if you can unmute and submit a question to Revered Daaji.
First of all, I'm just so grateful to be here today. It's wonderful to see you, Daaji. I'm just here to listen today. So I'm going to, my only question, if I have a question, it's what is one of the simplest ways to just bring yourself back into your heart?
Simplest way.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way. This is the simplest way.
Mm-hmm.
Just gently let your attention rest in your heart, as if you are in lap of God.
Mm-hmm.
Loving lap of God. You may have forgotten, most of us forget how we felt when we were 3 months old, 4 months old, and how we felt in mother's lap.
You unmute.
We don't have that memory. But we have a memory of holding grandchildren, our children, right? And we have almost forgotten how it felt to be in the lap of God, in His love. It's not physical, it's simply love. It is all embracing, unconditional love. Demands nothing. We just have to tear down all our barriers and boundaries, limits, and let go. I remain prayerful often in this state of mind before meditation that God, I don't even know you. Do we? No. But as I know that you are love and I like to feel your presence in my heart, and with that hope, with that prayer, I like to plunge myself in that infinite ocean of love that you are, and just be in that silent moment and receive His love and His grace. And that's what meditation is. It's nothing to do with chanting. It has nothing to do with any sort of recitation. Any imagination that we may have about God or even ideas about God will only derail our meditation. Any idea will gravitate you only towards what you already know, which is limited. Most Hindus, one of them will say, oh, it's Krishna. Some of them will say it's Rama. If you have a Christian background, you will say it's Lord Jesus. It's okay, belief is good. But even during their lifetime, no one could understand them. How are you going to understand them now when they are not physically present with you? Think over it. So we have to take this abstract and very sincere approach that I know nothing. Then something can happen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Dr. Sudarshan Grover, if you can unmute yourself, I see you on the panel.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Namaskaram, Daaji. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity for both of us. Manjula is also here with me, my wife. And my question to you is, why bad things happen to good people and why some people die untimely?
Bad things happen to good people also.
That's what you're saying. Why?
Why?
Give me one example.
Give me one example. He's asking.
I have in my family people who have been very much into meditation and they have reached up there, and I really admire them always. And all of a sudden they were murdered by somebody for some basic monetary reasons. So I was wondering why they have to go so young, and they have been so much into meditation and up there.
Yes.
So my question to you is basically, I still don't understand why do they die untimely and the way they go.
Very sorry. I'm actually very saddened to hear that just for a few bucks they had to be killed or they were murdered. Most of us are victim to certain unexplainable attacks. And most of us think that it is because of our past karmas. But things like this, no one could have done something in their past that could make them deserve such a death. So that's what makes me upset, sad, and angry at times. Take, for example, another, when we say destiny is made by either the Lord or by our past karmas. But we, at individual level, at human level, we go on influencing each other's destiny. Take, for example, from Ramayana. Lord Rama and Mother Sita, they had no previous life. Astrologically, Sage Vasishta declared that this is the best couple. They're going to live happily ever after. Right? But no less than a person like Kaikeyi could change the couple's life. She demanded, may my promise, the promise that you gave me once upon a time, be fulfilled. Let Bharat be the king and let Rama go to forest, Vanavasam. Was it in his karma? Would Lord create or punish another Lord, Avatar Purusha, with such punishment? No. We can theoretically argue and hypothetically say it was to happen that way, so it happened that way. No. Many lives are destroyed without any reason. Reasons created by self, but they are created by others, derailed, murderous, violent minds, and that cannot be explained at all. Does it give a solution why certain things happen? We cannot say. The whole thing is unpredictable. There is no simple answer to such question, why certain things happen. Because everyone has free will. God has created everyone with free will. Some people use it for a good reason, some people with a bad intention. Most of us fall to such bad intentions now and then, but if we also reciprocate and to be revengeful, we are no less than others.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Daaji, very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Pranam.
you. Pranams.
Thank you, Master. Madhu Garu, if you can unmute and submit your question to Revered Daaji.
Madhu, don't cook up questions, eh?
No. Actually, I have two questions. One is very simple. A friend was asking, how do we involve our children to meditate? Is one of the questions that he was asking while we're in the session right now. And I also have another one. What is the root cause of fear? Some people live in fear their whole life. What are the causes for dreams and how they're connected to our life and where they're coming from? Are they part of our samskaras, or does good or bad dreams have any significance? We do think sometimes when we have a bad dream, it's because it's bad vibe or something is going to happen. So are there any relation that we have? Please kindly share your thoughts.
I understand you well. You asked the first question was how to make children meditate. Is it?
I'll make them involved. As soon as we say meditate, it's like they go away. Nishi was here today, but not everyone is there. Unless we are troubled, we're at a point that we need that. No one is going to come and then sit there to meditate. Is what we noticed.
Well, there are many factors to this. It's not very simple to answer this question, how to make children, because each one is different. Each parent is different. Each child is different. The environment in which they grow are also different. Many people, they say, why the hell did we come to America? Am I paying the price? But that is not the case. I don't think America is to be blamed for it, or the Western lifestyle to be blamed for it, because we have a lot of Western children meditating. Right. Now, that should also say that the children in India, they should be saintly, but they are not.
No.
I would say perhaps worse. No, I really am telling you from my personal observations. Children in United States, born to NRI families, are far more better behaved than the children here. But their children there, they have seen in which direction they are heading. So little nudge, little sympathetic conversation, heartfelt conversation, then my daughter or my son, try this for a week and see where it leads you to. After that, if you don't like it, drop it. You can plead with them. And I am sure they would be reasonably agreeing to your request and say, okay, Ma, let's do it together. Or you tell them, let's meditate together, at least for a few weeks together. I wake up at 6, you also wake up at 6, and let's meditate together. See what happens. When it becomes a family affair, it becomes very beautiful. Here, I have not seen even one family in India where father, mother, and children meditating together. Never. But I have seen many families in US, parents and children meditating together. I have witnessed it myself. So don't be disappointed and don't blame. Yeah. I think, more reasonable. They are more quite reasonable and amiable to learning new things. We have to be just sympathetic, have a sympathetic, compassionate conversation with them. Let's do it together. What was your other question?
What is the root cause of fear?
Oh, root cause of fear. Okay.
And,
in the research work done by my master, he was given the job of finding the very first samskar that we all formed, all of us. As soon as we left the source, the soul began to form certain individual identity, and individual life began. But at the same time, when it got separated from the source, it's like a baby separated from mother. First time, baby begins to cry, fearful. fear sets in, fear of separation. That was the root cause of fear of separation. Separation from the source. In day-to-day worldly life, separation from our loved ones, either because of distances, that I may have to go away somewhere, or out of death, either theirs or mine. Losing something, because losing the source, losing other things that gives you pleasure, sets the fear in. But now I'm offering a solution to it now, that once you remain united with the source, through yoga, because yoga is all about yad jyoti iti yoga, one that unites, one that joins, one that makes you one with the source, where no more differences exist, no more separation exists. And that can happen only when, through meditation, my individual soul, like a raindrop, falls in the ocean of God, becomes one. That's when the fear will actually dissolve. As long as we remain separate, and this separation is only at a consciousness level, there is no real separation. It's only in my perception that I feel I am separate. Otherwise, we are one. And this true feeling, authentic feeling that you feel in your guts that I am and him are not different. We are one. And that should sink in us. That should become our permanent signature or permanent feeling. And it cannot be created artificially or by belief. No, some people say aham brahmam, aham brahmam, aham brahmam. They keep on repeating that thing. But by repeating, you're not going to become Brahman. It has to sink in you. By experiencing and by becoming, you become. There is no other way. By recitation, no one has ever become anything. By recitation, you can only become a parrot. No? Or a pandit. Okay. Thank you, Madhu Garu. I think
Thank you, Dan.
the meditation is waiting, and they are waiting to shower their grace upon all of us. We have almost few thousand people watching this, right in the presence. By thoda camera gumao, so our everyone can see. They will by slowly. We have a lot of abhyasis who has come from villages of Gujarat, and also we have abhyasis who have come from Middle East and North Africa. The seminar is currently going on here. So I thought of combining Atta with MENA, Mina and Gujarat.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a wonderful opportunity for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. So we're going to meditate now. Okay. Thank you. I was listening to Uma Garu, $1 a day, right?
Yes.
I'll give you $1 every day. I'll give you 365. I'll mail it to you. Huh? Thank you. We'll continue meditation. So, okay. Please start meditation. That's all. That's all. So, Judy, how did you feel today?
It's good.
Yeah, to
After
unmute.
the meditation.
Judy, you need to unmute yourself.
There. Sorry.
It's okay. Now I can hear you.
I really enjoyed the meditation. My mind would wander a little bit. I just kept bringing myself into the lap of God and into my heart, and bringing my whole family. I brought my whole family to in my mind's eye, all of my children and grandchildren and close friends, and just I really enjoyed it. I'm so grateful to be in your presence and to have had that time with you that we had. I'd love to do another interview with you and do more, because this is amazing work that you're doing. I'm just very grateful. I have my friend here with me.
Oh, hello.
This is Bonnie.
Hello. Hello.
We've been meditating together for 35 years. Yeah.
Holy Lord. That's nice.
No. Oh, yes. This is one of her paintings behind me. She's an amazing artist. And
it's lovely
so had,
to ask you. It's such a beautiful one.
Yes.
Sunset.
Yes. So it was wonderful to get to do this with her. I'm in Los Angeles right now. And so it was perfect that we got to do this with you together. And I'm just going to continue doing the work, and I want to keep spreading the word as much as I can. And I'm grateful to Carolyn for connecting us. And I just want to stay connected.
You live in Clifton, New Jersey, right?
No, I live in California,
California.
in Sacramento, California, Northern California. I'm in LA today, but I'm in California, and I see myself spending a little more time in New York, I think, coming up here opening up to a whole new world, and you're part of it. So,
so next session with the US would be on 7th January. 7th.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. I would love that.
And whenever you're ready for interview, just let us know, and I'll immediately collect this.
Okay, great.
1 day notice, that's all.
1 day notice. Okay, well, I can do better than that. I'll give you a little better notice than that. Yes, that would be wonderful. And I have I think your people have asked for the raw footage, not just what I have on YouTube. So I will make sure you get that, and we'll just keep doing this.
Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, in a great spirit today, unusually great spirit.
Oh, good. Good. Well, thank you for sharing it with us.
And this group from US makes me really, really hopeful, and I enjoy chatting with them.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Hopeful is good.
Okay, I see you all. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Master.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
was a great honor and pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you, all the panel
Okay.
members, for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Nathan, Dr. Grover, Madhu Garu, Judy, thank you for joining us. And
It was a true pleasure and honor.
It was a big pleasure.
It was really good
Bye-bye.
today. I enjoyed myself because it usually takes me a long time to get into the zone. But it was really good.
that's the amazing part of the heartfulness is that transmission from the consciousness of the living guide. That is what makes the difference. That is what makes us move into that silent field. That is what brings the transformation. On that note, I was wondering in the sitting when he began the sitting with, I will send that $1 a day. It's for all of us to introspect and look, because I was thinking, we are the most affluent, rich community in America is Telugu community and the physician community and Tata community and Ata community. And if we in our hearts believe in this mission and in the work that Daaji is doing, we can look into our hearts and contribute to this purpose in every way. It is not just a financial contribution. It is not just spreading the word. It is not just helping one more person. In our spirit, do we really believe in this? What we felt at this moment when he gave us this sitting, is this real to us? If it is real to us, each one of us here need to ask our heart, what can I contribute? How can I contribute? How can we take this sacred mission? It's a very pure mission into the future, so it can become an asset to our children. We're all asking questions about our children, about our youth, how youth can meditate, because underneath all of us have this concern about how our children are going to be in this world, how our grandchildren are going to be in this world. And we are looking for a hope for our children and grandchildren and the future generations. And for that, adults have to act in the now. And that action just does not include spreading the teachings, not just include meditating. Does just not include talking to one more person. It includes contributing from the heart what the mission needs. And the initiatives that the mission has taken are for a global change. So let us all, who are all on this panel, who are all on this meeting today, take time today to introspect and see, how can I contribute? What can I contribute? What can I do within my capacity? And how can I do it? And thank you all. We are very grateful. He already confirmed that he will join us in January. So very, very grateful. And thank you, Madhu Garu.
It was a
We are
pleasure.
truly grateful. Mother
Thank
Garu.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and Madhu Garu. See you on 20th.
Yes, I was going. Yes, I'm so looking forward to it. Yes.
Yes.
We are
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
And I want to thank you, Nishita. Are you still there, Nishita? And
Yeah, she's here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was lovely.
Oh,
Good.
we just loved having you here. You are like a fresh breath.
I definitely will be doing more too. I was talking to Chirag, and we're looking to create a community from Ata youth and just the younger generation in general to kind of have these sittings and sessions at least once in a few weeks to just bring more awareness, especially this time of year. I think is a great opportunity.
Yes, there's so much
Be
stress,
wonderful.
then yeah,
That would be
reach out to
wonderful.
us and we can assist it
Yeah.
any way we can.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Thank
And
you.
we do have this evening in Raleigh, we have book
Program
launch
with
this
program
evening.
with Joshua.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sarla, yeah. Hi Sarla, she's the one that is one of the team members that is organizing.
Thank you, Sarla garu.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a
Thank
minute.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Nishi. Bye. Bye, everyone. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Chandrasekhar.